Millennials are pretty much addicted to entertainment. And at times, people refer to this generation as a sport generation or the generation of technology. I will give you an example. 2015 in Taiwan, a gaming enthusiast, Shin Guoyan, this guy played video game for more than 23 hours and he died in the process of playing video game. You will be shocked, but he actually died. And he's not the only gamer who has died being entertained. Ladies and gentlemen, the Insight Times. We will be talking about entertainment addiction. Entertainment addiction encompasses social media, television, that could be Netflix, that could be radio, that could be digital content, that could be cell phone, anything that is going to pose that repulsive engagement from your end to an audience that is not in the audience with you, we will consider that to be a form of entertainment addiction. Just globally, 210 million people are social media addicts, and that is just a component of entertainment addiction. We are talking about a staggering number of 210 million people. And among those people, 33.19 million live in America that are social media addicts. And that is 10% of the American population, which is pretty much concentrated among Generation Z adults. 82% of Generation Z adults are social media addicts. We mean people who spend most of the time on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Millennials are pretty much addicted to entertainment. And at times, people refer to this generation as a sport generation or the generation of technology. Well, how sport are millennials and the generations after it? This is a fact. Studies have shown that about 10% of Americans, for example, are pretty much addicted to entertainment. They call them entertainment addicts. Entertainment addiction encompasses social media addiction, Netflix addiction, cell phones addiction. I mean, it has many things to do with the digital world. Now, how do you know that you are an addict? You can do self assessment and come to a point to know that you are an addict. You don't have to be examined by a doctor to tell you that you are an addict. Sometimes you do your personal assessment by seeing if your social media time or your Netflix time is actually stealing away your sleeping time or other responsibilities. When you come to a point of realizing that these important moments are skipped because you are deeply involved in watching the next series after you just completed the previous one, and you find yourself not sleeping, time is running by real fast, and you don't even realize that. That continues for time again and again. Of course, you have an addiction problem to entertainment. That behavior becomes compulsive. It's a form of compulsive engagement with social media, Netflix, your own cell phone, and it has some profound domino effect. So be pretty careful how you engage things that are entertaining you. It is true that we have neurotransmitter, which is called the feel good neurotransmitter dopamine being released whenever we have ourselves engaged with entertainment. But I will tell you, that little time you feel anxious and you think your anxiety is being quenched by being entertained, it's just for a short time. It adds up to you being anxious because you want to do more of what you are doing. I will give you an example. 2015 in Taiwan, a gaming enthusiast, Shin Guoyan, this guy played video game for more than 23 hours and he died in the process of playing video game. You will be shocked, but he actually died. And he's not the only gamer who has died being entertained. What happens is that they become so addicted to that process. Hours go by, they become immobile, and sometimes there is complication with the organs. And at times, if they have cardiovascular disease, that is triggered and they just die. So immobility, organs failure, at times cardiovascular disease will cause you or anybody who is not pretty well at times to perish while being involved with deep level of entertainment for hours. There is a certain guy who also passed away. He played video game for more than 48 hours and died. If you feel this is a myth, Google that. And also check your next neighbor who likes playing video game. At times they sit water for 8 hours and the time goes by real fast. They just don't even realize it. Sometimes you will be on your phone, scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Or sometimes you just sit on the couch and watch Netflix. There is a domino effect to that. At times you feel, well, there's nothing going on here. I'm just entertaining myself. But you are alienating yourself from actual human interaction. That could be your loved ones. That could be even doing things that will get you mobile. You become sedentary if you are on the couch all time just watching Netflix or on your phone. So then depression level increases, anxiety increases because you are not interacting with actual people who are giving you feedback in real time. That's why some people go to bed with their phone. And the first thing in the morning is their phone before they can even interact with someone else. So this happens from time to time. And then eventually they lose their sleeping pattern. They are late for a job. They are not interacting with family members. And when they try to sleep, they don't even sleep because the blue light emission from these screens offset your circadian rhythm. And that's what make you not to sleep well. Performance at work is declining because of that. Academic activities cannot even go on because of that. So these things are pretty detrimental, especially to us who actually have the entire world in a pocket, who feel they have the leverage to connect to the world at any time, but are living in serious state of isolation that is causing us severe mental and physical health. So in the next episode, I will be telling you what to do to avoid the issue of entertainment addiction, how to cross-examine yourself and find out if you actually have become an entertainment addict, and how you can help yourself get out of it. What practices are essential that will take you through these steps of getting yourself out of that addiction problem in such times. Have a wonderful day.